Sharon, you're why I'm here. My boyfriend, we saw you perform. He wanted to come here after we saw you. So, just want to say, but my question is for Mimi, I'm first.
He just wanted to say it like that.
I was thinking the whole way of conversation.
Mimi, I'm
first. Okay. So I think you're definitely one of the most misunderstood queens because I know you excel, perform like crazy, I love you. And when you picked up India, I know it was very controversial, but I loved it and I wish you would have threw that bitch at the judges.
Between the boobs for queens and Michelle's boobs for boobs, she would have bounced right back.
Right. So I really have a question. So, two, really. One is, how do you feel about being, thought of as one of the villains? Because I really don't think, I don't know you of course, but I really could not see you as being a villain at all. I've seen your stand-ups, great, I just don't see you. How do you feel about being labeled that way? Secondly, which one of these would you pick up and throw in the audience right now if you're going? You said everything, nothing else on it.
Well, I want to let you know that starting season 5, we're implementing a new policy on Drag Race where I'm going to be like the Sandman at Showtime at the Apollo. And instead of queens sashaying away, I just come out and I pick them up. And I put them into a suitcase until they get asked to come back for All Stars. And they have to live there. As the villain, I have to say I was a little mad that Fifi O'Hara came along because I was very proud of my title of America's favorite most hated drag queen. And I was the most hated girl from RuPaul's Drag Race until Fifi outbitched me. So I had to go, that's why I said yes to go on All Stars, so I could maybe win that back. I mean, how else get hated by sending home one of the most beloved queens? My dear sister, Miss Pandora Box. Make some noise for Pandora Box. I don't care. I don't give a shit what people are saying as long as they're talking about me. I mean, seriously. So thank you. And it's actually a blessing because people think I'm a bitch and then I go and I do shows and it's lovely. So it's fun. Thank you, everybody. The person I would want to pick up the most is Michelle Visage. Just to do it. I think it would be fun.
That's a cop-out.
Do it! I'll do
it! Bitch, I will cut you.
Michelle, we have another question from Facebook for you, from Ruggiero in Florence, Italy.
Oh,
his question is, finally, Michelle, tell us what Willem did to get kicked off.
That's true.
Honestly, I hear 5 different stories. Did y'all hear 5 different stories too?
Tell us all 5 of them.
He had sex with his husband, and that's the one they told, right? That was one of them. The other one was that he was stashing, you're not allowed to have any contact with the outside world. No cell phones, no computers. He was having people come and, drop shit off behind, the vending machine. And, he'd go out at night and be like, oh, candy bar and a computer. That was the other one. The other one was, he just wasn't abiding by the rules as far as time and respecting people and being a diva. There was one floating around that, you know, some drugs were involved, which is not true. The only drug he does is Ritalin anyway. You know, or the other one, what's the Housewives one? Adderall. That's the one. Candy corn. But honestly, I don't know the real tea on it because I've heard so many and I never bothered asking Rue because the bottom line is, he threw up on stage, so he wins. Anorexic sister. I love it. No, honestly, I think it might be a combination of all those things. It just was enough is enough. So, he's a real girl. Yeah, no, he doesn't have a vagina. He does not, so, but just a beard, yeah.
Just a beard, oh!
Frank, we'll go to your side.
My name's Robin, and I love you all. This has become my post-midlife obsession. I'm in my 50s, and I try to get all my friends to watch this, and I'm like, it is so fantastic.
Thank you,
I love
Robin.
you all. Got my husband to come here today, and I said, by the end of the week, you're going to be a convert. And my son now says, every picture I take, he's like, I want a picture. And he said, I'm going to start watching the show too. Okay, so my question is, my family's strange.
Welcome.
And when we have people we really like, we adopt them and make them a Ziggler. That's my main name, Ziggler. So I wanted to know if Jujubee would let us adopt him and become a Ziggler. Would you become a
Juju
Ziggler?
Ziggler.
Yes.
Thank you.
I love it. Juju Ziggler. Perfect. We're going to go here on Josh's side. Hi, honey.
Hi, my name is Martin. My question is for Latrice. So, pretty much every time you lip synced, even when you got eliminated those 2 times, you pretty much slay every single time. So, being an expert lip syncer, I do want to ask you, out of all the lip syncs in this entire series, which one was your favorite? Not your own.
Just All Stars, you mean?
No.
The entire
show.
show.
Yeah.
I can't hear myself. Can y'all hear me? Test.
Girl, don't act like you're all
Test is
dying.
1, 2. There we go. No, bitch, I'm talking, bitch. You know, I'm Okay. So what was my favorite?
Yeah.
That I could say.
No, that you didn't. Anyone.
Oh, that anybody
Yeah.
listening?
Yeah.
Oh.
I want to hear from the expert.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you that I do have a favorite. When Juju did Black Velvet. That little ocean hole sleeve for Black Velvet. Yeah, that was sickening. You know, Juju gives good mouth anyway. We're sisters, you know, we know this kind of thing. But no, she turned it, and it's like, you know, I look for a bitch to tell a story and know where the words are coming from and be able to relay the message, and she delivers every time. So, that's my girl. My soul sister.
So over here, Frank's side.
Hi, my name's Dan for the UK.
Yay!
Hey! Shut up.
Okay.
It's for you, Michelle.
Okay.
Seeing as you weren't on series 1 or 2,
Yeah.
and Merle was the
Yes.
biological female judge, I wondered which queens from those 2 series you would have liked to have critiqued and followed
All of them.
through. But there one in particular
That I would have wanted.
you would have loved to have seen progress through the show and blossom. And
Well, I'm a huge Tammy Brown freak. I love that crazy bitch. Even though y'all came down on me thinking I was being mean to her on All Stars when she read me. Do you see a fucking line? Never.
Hey, Michelle. Michelle.
Yes.
I should point out the gentleman from the UK. The show's popularity is immense. On this cruise today, we have people from 7 countries, as far away as Australia.
Let me just quickly tell you, because people are like, who is this bitch and why is she popping up season 3? Let me tell you why. Seasons 1 and 2, obviously Rue contacted me when the show was in conception. And I had, unfortunately, a very homophobic boss, and I didn't know at the time. I was on a radio station in West Palm Beach, and when I asked, look, in radio, I do morning radio, and in radio, when you're on the air, if you know by listening to your favorite morning shows, they get a week off at a time. Unless your name starts with Howard and ends with Stern, you don't get off more than a week. So I had to ask for 4 weeks off for season 1, and they said no. And I said, well, I'll wake up at midnight and broadcast and then go work, and they said no. Come to find out after, he takes me to his office and he says, well, it's not the right image for the radio station. And I was like, well, A, I wasn't going to talk about it. B, I don't give a shit what your image is because I'm not going to go out. I'm always me. I've never changed who I was. So then when that happened, I had no choice. I was in a contract. It would have been a big, messy mess. Told Rue, and Rue was mad as hell. He was very upset with me, and we had to kind of build through that because that was not an easy thing for me to have to turn him down. But I support my family. I have a husband and kids. He's a stay-at-home dad. He's a writer, a.k.a. they don't work, so. I'm watching the kids, and I'm a reader. He's a writer, and I'm a reader. So when season 3 came about, and the boss tried it again, I called the president of the radio company and said, look, this motherfucker's trying to keep me down. I don't want your money. I just want the time off. So when I come back, so he said, I don't care, do it. The boss got fired the next day. And to answer the rest of it, here we go. Season 2, is it obvious, you guys? Y'all know who I love, every queen out here gets my ultimate respect, but I'm a huge Raven fan. I'm a huge Jujubee fan. So I don't know that that would make me very happy, but I'm frothing at the mouth watching season 1 and 2, trust. But I'm here now, I ain't going nowhere. So don't you worry. All right, we're gonna come on this side.
Hi, my name is Donald. I'm from Pittsburgh. I know Sharon.
I'm sorry to hear
in
that.
Alaska. Very good to see you.